Now we're full, bro. Where are we going? Where are we finding a kill? Like I said, like, okay, so on rounds like that last round, right? Let's talk about last round. You bought a flash, a CZ, and a couple armors, right? So we got a flash here too. What's our goal, right, with that last round? Our first goal should not be to win the round because it's too lofty of a goal, right? So our first goal is not to win the round. I don't like Dust 2, man. It's just been around too long. It's kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Bland in terms of what you can do. The choke points to get into B are really small. The choke points to get into mid are really small, which means like you're spend most of the time playing on half the map. I just don't really like that map. But to go back to the point I was trying to make, right? Like on our force buy, the first goal isn't necessarily to win the round. The first round is to do economic, or the first goal is to do economic damage. So, dude, it's so hard to write with your mouse. Economic damage. So let's talk about that. So we invested in the full armors and full guns, so about 2K per player, right? So we did 10K. We invested 10K into that round, let's say, give or take. So we want to do 10K in damage at least in return for it to be a wash. Hopefully we do more than 10K worth of damage there, so that they're rebuying more than we're going to end up rebuying later on, so that we can chunk away at this bank, because that's what's happening right now, is they're building that bank. So that's goal number one, right? So we didn't achieve that goal because we didn't kill anybody that round. Our tertiary goal, or excuse me, our secondary goal rather, is to get the bomb down. Getting the bomb down is worth $800 a player, so that's $4 grand, and that immediately feeds in to that first goal, right? Because that's 40% of what we need to do. So now instead of killing 3 guys, we need to kill 2 guys. And this is something you did really good on your CT side, was like chunk their economy elite away when they won that pistol round, and then they won that subsequent round as well too. Okay, actually, you know what? It was the round we were talking about, the round where you had the 1v2, and your teammate won with the MP9, and there was an AK here and an AK here. Like, I was talking about the fact that you guys had kind of already won that round, even if you didn't win the 1v2, because you guys had done so much damage to their economy with a very minimal investment, right? So that's our secondary goal. Then I think our tertiary goal is win the round, right? So the problem is, right, if you're focused on win, dude, this thing's awesome, win the round. The problem is if you're focused on this goal, you're going to be way more aggressive because you feel like you got to win the round, right? Whereas if you're focused on this goal, you let way more come to you, right? So if you think about the fact that, like, think about like how much equipment. Can I show equipment value? How do I show equipment value? Show equipment value. What's the key? Anybody know the hotkey to show equipment value? I can look. I can manually do it, right? Okay. 1,000, 1,700, 400. No, 500. Excuse me. 300, 200, 200, 300. So $1,000 in nades, $2,200 in gun. So 3,200, 4,200. 27, 37, 41, 41, it's $800, no, $600, so 9, 15, so we'll just call this like an even 5 grand, or 5,200. We got, you know, another 3,500, 27, another 5,200, and then we got another like 5,200, right? So we're just doing economics 101 right now, boys. So we got 25 or 15 plus another 8, so 23K, right? We invested 10K into that last round. So in order to make up, in order to win our first goal of the round, we need to kill 2 guys, right? 2 to 3 guys. 2 to 3 guys is what we want to kill. So when we're developing a strat on our anti-eco, or on our force buy, that should be the first goal of the strat. Kill 2 to 3 guys. So we have 2 to 3 rebuys happening the following round, right? Beyond that, once we get those kills, then we can think about, okay, how do we start tilting the scale back in our favor? Well, we get the bomb down. It says up top under their name. Oh, right. So they have 25K. Yeah, so I was pretty close in my spot math, right? So they have 25K in value, 1,200, right? So how do we chunk this back towards the middle? We get 2 to 3 kills, right? And we cut into these numbers here. Because we're definitely not going to do much cutting into the numbers this round. Unless we have, again, a flash or something that we can do to do economic damage. Because now we're investing 200 in this round, right? So every kill that we get is massive. Because every kill that we get is at least a 10x over what we've invested in this round, right? So if you buy one flash this round and you kill somebody and they have 5K in value, that flash is 25 times its value of being spent, right? So that's how we got to think about CS in terms of the economic battle. So now, if we've done the economic damage, we've picked up some guns perhaps, and we've gotten the bomb planted, now we're talking about a post-plant scenario. And how do we win the post-plants? So, if you're an IGL or when you're talking with your IGL about how to win these rounds, think here, then think here before you think here. Okay? Cool. You might actually want to take a screenshot of this. I'm gonna leave this up for like 30 seconds because I feel like drawing this out and having like this in front of you is be way more helpful to explain to somebody else who is maybe not here or doesn't watch this than it would be to just like try to illustrate this concept in a team speak without anybody there. So I'll leave this up another 15 seconds or so if you guys want to take a screenshot of this so you have a way to explain it. What we're talking about. And again, this is talking about force buys, right? Okay, cool. 3, 2, 1, we're on. And we're back in the game.